We look at the my not so early NFL draft prospect rankings here, guys, and we are going to have a lot of fun next summer because there is a running back in the top 5 this year on my big board, in Bijan Robinson, who is just going to be the talk of town in fantasy, in the NFL draft. There's already a lot of talk that maybe he can end up somewhere phenomenal like the Eagles. This is a draft that doesn't have a ton of wide receiver talent at the top. Right outside the top 10, you have Jordan Addison from USC, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. But when you have skill talent in the top 10, like Bijan Robinson, like Michael Mayer at tight end, which we talked about, Barry, looking at your future rankings, we are starving at tight end right now in fantasy. Mayer's the guy, along with the rest of this class, whether it's Darnell Washington, Dalton Kincaid, they can have a fantasy impact. So this draft is going to be a lot of fun, not just for the talent at the top, but for the fantasy talent that it'll bring right away.
Yep. We mentioned rookie wide receivers earlier, the impact that Olave and Wilson had out of the gate. Is there anyone in particular you think could have that type of season?
It's a down year, but you go back to the Ohio State well again just because of how well they're coached. Jackson Smith and Jigba did not play a lot this year, but we've also seen that not matter. Jamar Chase did not play his final college year. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the good thing too is I think he'll go in the later first round, so that means you're playing probably with a better quarterback, a better team. So it'll be Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jordan Addison, maybe Quentin Johnson from TCU, a bigger wide receiver. So there's always a chance just because of the volume rookie wide receivers often are awarded.
Yeah, I think we're going to look back, by the way, just taking one step back from this past year. I think we're going to look back at the rookie wide receiver class, from this past season as, one of the all-time greats. Because Olave and Garrett Wilson are the two obvious ones, but, there were moments from Jahan Dotson who, he suffered some injuries, but there was, Jahan Dotson had some really nice moments here. And we all forget, a full year now, Jamison Williams in that Detroit offense with Ben Johnson, with Jared Goff, with Amon-Ra St. Brown taking the middle away. And, I think Jamison Williams is going to be really interesting next year.
What about George Pickens
as
well?
Yeah. Drake, if Atlanta can get a quarterback, you look at Drake London. And flashes, but when Traylon Burks was healthy, with not much in Tennessee, he made some plays. So we were spoiled with that class. Christian Watson, a really, really special group this year will not
Christian Watson
like that.
Christian Watson was great down the stretch, too.
Yep. Who goes number 1, Connor? Bryce Young minus 120 on BetMGM, Stroud plus 250, Jalen Carter and Will Anderson 5-1.
It'll be a quarterback because I think the Bears are going to trade that pick wisely. They need to, and I think it'll be Bryce Young, but at the Combine it's going to be fascinating.
I was going to say no C.J. Stroud. I mean, you don't think he's in the mix?
He's got a chance. It's going to be Stroud. It's going to be Will Levis. Anthony Richardson's probably going to go in the top 12, but not on the table to go number 1. He's not ready to play. Bryce Young, though, is going to come in around 5'10 and a half. Played under 200 pounds. That's unprecedented at number 1.
I've said this, but I got to find the photo. I wish I could find the photo. Let me see if I can find the photo.
And a lot of people will point to Kyler Murray. That's not an apt comparison. Kyler was 206 at the Combine. He's a much different runner, the way he protects his body, and he's hurt now anyway. So I think Bryce Young goes number 1. He's the chalk pick on the betting board, like you said, Jay. Those odds were plus 275 back in the fall, just because Stroud's been in the mix, the size concerns. So it'll come down to whoever trades up to number 1, if they have that size threshold, it's going to hurt Bryce Young, but still going to be the favorite for a while. The value's in Levis, by the way, which I think I texted you about a month ago.
Right.
The value's in Levis.
Here's a picture. I'm gonna text this to Steven D'Agostino. Maybe he can throw it up there. But this is a picture of I met Bryce Young at a Super Bowl party last year. I don't know if you can see this. I'll show that to you. But so that's me, my buddy Brian, and Bryce Young's the one in the middle. That's like I'm taller than him. And I feel thicker than him. And yes, I'm a fat F, but I'm 200 pounds. I am 6 foot, 200 pounds, and I felt like I was bigger than Bryce Young. There's sometimes you meet NFL players or future NFL players, and you're like, oh man,
Jesus,
how are we the same species?
They engulf your hand in a handshake.
Right.
Yep.
And I did not feel that way with Bryce Young. Now that was a year ago, so he's a growing kid, and you bulk up and everything like that. But still,
the weight will be up for the Combine, but I don't know if he's going to get over 200 pounds. And once again, the track record of 5'10.5-ish quarterbacks in the NFL. I love Bryce Young. I think he's an outlier. You don't bet on outliers in scouting. It's a rule of thumb.
Right.
But I'm telling you now, it'll be a talking point on every NFL show for about the next 2.5 months.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and RotoWorld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from RotoWorld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.